In this video, we're going to source a ton of profit, like something like this that sold for me on Amazon FBA. We sold 58 of these for over $1,000 profit. We were buying them for $5.72 and we were selling them for $33.33 for $18 profit each and 325% ROI. We bought these in a big bulk purchase. And another item in the last 30 days that we've done very well on is this item in a subcategory. We were selling them for $79 and we were purchasing them for $23.07, giving us a total profit of $40 per each item. And we sold 17 of these for over $650 profit. But to give you a complete picture of what sometimes ends up happening is every once in a while, I'll make a relatively big mistake and purchase something that actually wasn't the best purchase. This one we ended up losing $69 on because we thought we could sell it in used like new condition for a very high price when Amazon was out of stock. But instead, Amazon came in stock and the used like new never sold. And so today we just sold for minus $69. This is episode 4 of 100K at 100% ROI in 100 days. So let's go ahead and get started. So far we've sent in and purchased around $30,700 in potential profit in the last 21 days, which is absolutely amazing. And that was at a spend of $25,400, which gives us an ROI so far of what we've sent in at 120% ROI. So we're super far ahead on that, and we're super far ahead on the profit that we've sent in. And about 5,000 of that has been for FBM, and a lot of that is inbound right now. This one looks like it's going to be too low of ROI, but we could send an offer and see what happens. So far with FBM, we sold this item for $45 profit and over 100% ROI. We sold this item for $70 profit. We purchased it for $60. We sold this item for around $25 profit, over 100% ROI on that one. That one sold overnight. This one was around 140 profit, and we purchased this for $62, which is absolutely amazing. We sold it for $207. I got really excited about FBM, so I went to my local grocery store, and they had some K-Cups on clearance. So we sold 2 of those actually within a day for literally like $2.50 profit each, but we'll take the FBM sales to just get proof of concept. And then we had some liquidation of items that we just had in removal orders that we sold for a slight loss, and we ended up selling 4 of those for around minus $4 profit each, because that was just an FBA mistake, and we were glad to get that money back so we can put it into some better inventory. So overall, I'm super happy with how FBM is going. Definitely have proof of concept now, and I kind of see the patterns of how well things are going to sell. But as time goes on, I'll get more and more confident with it, and I'm looking forward to see how that goes. This is an item we've bought before, but it's not at the right price. But it's an auction, so we're going to go ahead and add that to our auction sniper. For those of you guys who don't know, 𝗬𝗎 is a really good auction sniper that is pretty cheap. You literally just put in your bid that you're willing to pay, and then it'll just bid for you at the last second. That way the price doesn't get pumped up when it doesn't need to get pumped up and other people are outbidding you. So if we win this one, it's going to be $72 profit and 51% ROI. This one sells faster, so we're willing to go lower on the ROI. So make sure you always include the shipping on this one, because this one is actually $23 of shipping. So you always want to do the math before you randomly just put in a bid. And if we're lucky, we'll get it for a lower price. So some of these listings are just getting purchased very, very quickly. People have searches saved for them or something like that. That's just how it goes sometimes. We have one here, though, that FlipMine is saying is going to be over $140 profit, so we'll see about this one. This is high ranked in electronics. It looks like there are supply issues. It looks like someone was trying to sell at $199, and it just wasn't happening, and so they lowered to $107. And it looks like we have it here for $32. And it looks like this one we have to FBM. In the past, it had a lot of demands. I want to just make sure the box is the same. because this one we're not seeing a UPC here. All right, so this is a really good purchase. It matches. I should probably look at the description first. New sealed, they say. I'll take your word for it. And we're going to go ahead and purchase this. Make sure we're sending it to the FBM address. So on this one, we purchased for $33.40. We plan on selling it for $107.99. And if we're lucky, we can sell for more. This is going to be $57 profit, 172% ROI. Really good start to the sourcing session. It's actually a little later in the day, and I got my juice. I got some music, so let's do some sourcing. So this is one where we've had a lot of returns on this type of item, and so I'm checking to see if we've sold this before and if it was profitable. If it's profitable, we will probably go ahead and buy it. If it's not, obviously we're not going to buy it. And it looks like they sell a lot on eBay, so we're going to go ahead and buy this. And I think we're going to FBA this. So this one's going to be $54 profit, 112% ROI. It also looks like there's a counter offer on that high price item that we had before. And he looks like he's really not interested in our offer. He sent a counter offer $5 below his own. So we'll counter offer, say this is the best that we can do, and then leave it at that. This is a subcategory. We're looking to see if it's going to sell. We see the review count is going up. Not quickly, though. Can see lots of people used to be in stock on this item. It looks like people are going out of stock on this item. It's looking like a good ROI if we sell for a higher price. We're going to see if we can get it cheaper. So this is already a really good deal, but to just make it slightly better ROI, we're just going to send a slight offer on this one. And that takes it from 105% ROI to 140% ROI. Although it's slightly lower dollar, so it kind of doesn't matter, but we're still going to try. Because we kind of just don't care. We're ahead of our sourcing goal. So this is an item in a subcategory. And on eBay, they have a stock photo with a lot of quantity. And it would be really good ROI. The listing has a lot of ratings. And it looks like people are selling this item. A lot of merch fulfilled. Very few FBA for some reason. And there's also a lot of people selling this in used, very good condition. And so my concern with this is it's a stock photo, so I don't know what condition it's actually going to come in. We're going to take a look at his feedback and see if anyone has purchased this item from him in the past and see what they say. People seem to relatively be happy with their items. The negative feedback was on another item. And another person had a negative feedback because of another item in a stock issue, something completely different. This is something we might test buy and FBM so I can actually get my eyes on this item and actually see if this is going to be good. All right, so there's no way for me to actually know if this is the right item, but we're going to go ahead and do a small test buy on this and see if it's the right one. And we're going to FBM this so I can actually see it. So if this works out and it's actually the same item, this is going to be a massive profit. This is going to be $200 profit and 250% ROI. If this doesn't work out, we're going to have to make sure that we're on top of returning this item, or we're going to have to sell it as used. And there are people selling it at $200 here. So that'll still be profitable, but not as good and probably won't sell as fast. We'll probably return it. So this one looks like it sells pretty quick. And it looks like we have another one we could also purchase. Maybe another two. But they open the box. So we're going to add both of these to cart. Because there's no FBA offers on this. Very low competition. I almost should just FBM this. I probably won't FBM this. I'm going to FBA. We're going to make sure the buy cost is fine. We accidentally didn't add the other one to cart. So this is going to be 82.24 divided by 2 is 41. If we can sell at 90, 41.12 is 86% ROI and $35 profit. These are much smaller items, so I'm less fearful of returns on these. So I am happy to do this. All right, so that's $35 profit on each one. Super happy with that. This is a play where there's not many people in stock, so you really don't know what's going to happen. But over the last 2 years, this is what's happened. If there's ever a ton of stock, it'll go to 250, and 152 is the buy price, so that'll be 34% ROI, which I'm not super happy with. But the upside is it could sell for 295 all the way up to 379. So 379 would be really good. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to send an offer on this one, and then we're going to send the other one on the auction. We're also going to take a look and see how long this one has been on eBay to get a gauge for how aggressive we can be with our offer. So this one's been listed for a long time. I think we could probably sell for 300. It looks like people are getting pricing errors. I'd probably like 90% ROI on this. We'll send them like a 135, and we might as well send a deeper offer. So we'll send them a 105. And then we're going to add the other one to the auction. So we are close to the middle of the week now, and I have a really big update for you guys that actually made the last couple of days super hard. But first, this is the update of what we have spent on inventory so far in the challenge. We have spent $31,654 on inventory, and we plan on selling that inventory for $38,000 potential profit. So we'll get the $31,000 back, and then on top of that, $38,000. That puts us so far at 120% ROI, which is absolutely insane. But the hard thing that happened was day 2 of this week, I got an email from Amazon saying that my account was pending deactivation. We all know we can get counterfeit claims and IP claims, and that they sometimes affect the account health super hard. And for some reason, I received a counterfeit claim from a brand, and my account health went from 264 all the way down to 0. And they said that they were going to shut me down in 72 hours. So obviously that's a super scary situation, and I was freaking out a ton. So what I did is I did the same steps that I usually do, that I have a video about previously. I also reached out to the brand and asked them to remove the claim. I basically said, I received a claim from you guys, like I'm looking to reach mutual resolution with this claim. I would love to talk to you guys about this and get this figured out. And then also Amazon called me. I missed their call, but I did try to call them back like probably 10 times. Never was able to get on the phone with them. And so I was trying to do all these things for 3-4 hours. And then eventually I tried to just do other things. And I checked my email and my account health, and it went back up to where it was before, and the claim dropped off the account. So it's been like that for 2 days at this point, and nothing has happened. So I'm super, super thankful. That is a huge relief. But that's absolutely terrifying. And at this point, it's not like a I have nothing to lose type deal. Like, I've reinvested a lot of profits back into the business, and like I really need to be looking to do some risk mitigation, because it's a bit ridiculous to make life-changing profit and then just always having it at risk. So I am still going to do FBA. I'm not going to completely sell out of FBA. I'll continue to do that, but I am going to lean even more into FBM and thrifted items as well. So I'm going to continue the challenge. I'm still going to be shooting for the $30,000 in potential profit per month at 100% ROI. What might happen though is I might spend less than $30,000 a month in order to hit that ROI. So I might be even more picky, as if I wasn't picky enough before. I might be even more picky and just buy the best of the best stuff, and then also have some of it sent to my house. That way half of my net worth doesn't go down the toilet if I get suspended. So like when I started Amazon, my net worth was probably under $5,000. I've been selling on eBay for under a year. And so really, once I learned online arbitrage, I really had nothing to lose. I was going really aggressive with the credit and the loans. I got a $53,000 Amazon loan. I got a lot of 0% APR cards. I was trying to make as much money as I can and spending as much as I can on profitable inventory. And I think there's a point where that is a good strategy. But then like I realized, okay, I'm risking all this. I should just pay off all my credit and run this on cash. I had enough cash to do that. And then from there, I started putting money outside of Amazon as well. And this makes me even want to do it even more so because it's not like I have a couple $1,000s that is on the line. Like this is a lot of money to me anyways. I would consider it life-changing money. And so there is a point where I do need to just take risk off the table and make things less risky for me because I don't think I'm the type of person who can healthily deal with that much risk. And so for you in your situation, it's good to stretch yourself. And if you don't spend money, you're not going to make money. But you do need to be aware of what you can and cannot handle. All right, so we did what we said, and we got straight to work with FBM. Yesterday, we ended up having $4,700 in sales. Not all of it was FBM, but a good part of it was. We had 17 orders. We also thrifted some the last couple of days, so we shipped those out. Very simple, quick shipment. Very happy with the progress with how this is going so far. Another change we're making too is that we're going to continue to have really high ROI for FBA. So we're just going to continue to be extremely picky with that as if we weren't already picky enough. And then with FBM, basically what we're going to do is we are going to have a $40 minimum profit per item if it's a one-off. So if it's an item that's probably just going to sell once a month and it's not optimized whatsoever, $40 is our minimum. If we can sell multiple a month and we think we will go under that. And our ROI will be less for those types of items because it's less risk. And then also in the last couple of days, I wrote out an SOP for my virtual assistant to be able to actually bookkeep my FBM items when I purchase them. That way, like I've been bookkeeping all the FBM purchases myself into our document so that we know what the heck we're receiving when it actually comes to the house. But now my virtual assistant is doing that, and so that's going to be extremely helpful. So now I'm going to do a bit of sourcing. I haven't checked a lot of this for a little while, so we're going to go through our messages and kind of take a look at what my VA has been up to. So we have this item here that's around $30,000 in kitchen, and this seller has 6 of these for $95 each. So I'm super down to buy these, but she doesn't have a best offer on. So I need to message her and have her send me an $85 offer. So if they accept that offer, it's going to be 125% ROI, $85 buy cost, $106 profit. I have a couple of these active at FBA, and they were selling multiple times a day. And so we're definitely going to FBM these. So FBM, they'll probably be around $102 profit each. First, before I do that though, I want to confirm that buy box is actually given to FBM. And it looks like around 40% of the time FBM is getting the buy box on an item that should sell 1,000 times a month, although it's a variation, but it's the cheaper of the variations, and so probably is getting a majority of the purchases right now, because the other one is literally $200 more. But if so, that's going to be over $600 profit, which is absolutely crazy. So this is something that my VA found, and she was curious if this is actually something that was new. Apparently, the person opened it to check and make sure that everything was there. And so in some extreme cases, we will do that. So I'll probably go ahead and make the purchase on that one. But we want to just actually make sure that it's profitable first. Our buy cost would be $77, and the sell price right now is $312. This is also a kitchen item, but it's higher ranked. They go down to $250. But right now they're at $312. There's often no buy box on this, which is good for FBM. Definitely space to FBM this. So we're going to go ahead and buy this and credit my VA for finding this. So at the lowest price, this is going to be $112 profit, 146% ROI. If we sell it $250, but the price right now is $312, so that'll be $165 profit, which is absolutely wild. So we are at the end of the week, and so far we have sourced $32,728 in spend. That's $24,000 sent to FBA, $8,000 sent for FBM, and we spent a measly $258 for thrifting. So the ROI on that thrifting is massive. But the potential profit for FBA is around $30,000. The potential profit for FBM is around a little under $9,000, and the potential profit for our thrifting so far is around $2,700, leaving us with a potential profit of over $41,000. So far the ROI continues to be extremely high, way over our goal at 127% ROI. And so if you made it this far in the video, please go ahead and subscribe. These videos do take a lot of time and effort to put together for you guys, and hopefully you guys are actually learning something from this. And if not, I want to be able to actually figure out how to change and make this better content for you guys. And also, please do join us in the free Discord down in the description below. We are just talking about Amazon getting better and better as sellers and bouncing ideas off of each other. So with that being said, have a great rest of your day and take care.